Do what must be done. Do not hesitate. Show no mercy.
Hello there, this is Darth Melvin, leader of the Knights of Melvin, and welcome to another episode of You Were Triggered. Disney Star Wars is not Star Wars. It is fake Star Wars. I am leading a movement to hashtag Avenge Star Wars. It's been constant L's for Disney Star Wars. If this was a boxing match, the Acolyte was a knockdown. We have them on the ropes. They're losing so much money with these shows, but then the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith releases,
and we let them off the hook.
The re-release of Revenge of the Sith pulled in over $42 million worldwide. That's $42 million Disney didn't have a week earlier. They didn't earn it with their shit-ass Disney Star Wars. They used George Lucas's Revenge of the Sith. It's a movie everyone has seen 50 times. Many have already seen this movie in theaters. But like Luke in The Mandalorian, Anakin and Ahsoka, this is another form of nostalgia bait. All the money lost from the expensive failures, $42 million in revenue to help repair the damage. And the scary thing is, it's so easy. They can just keep doing this. Attack of the Clones, 25 years. 30 years. Original Star Wars movie, 50 years. Empire Strikes Back, 50 years. Hayden Christensen, whatever you thought about him during the times of George Lucas, let's be real here. This guy is bought and paid for. A lot of actors came back for Disney Star Wars. It's hard to blame them, but there's a difference between giving the new fake canon a shot and deep-throating Kathleen Kennedy's Lucasfilm after they've proven that they don't understand Star Wars and have made terrible show after terrible show. Ewan McGregor is deep-throating. He wants a shit-ass Kenobi Season 2. Hayden Christensen appeared in the show. Nostalgia bait in Ahsoka. If you listen to frauds that sell fake comics and dress up as Rey like Josh from Den of Shills, he's going to have a big part in Season 2. Then I see him in this promotional video.
One ticket, please.
For which movie?
Look at him, deep-throating the Vader mug with his buttery Disney-approved popcorn.
We pop some popcorn, and the three of us plop down on the couch and we watch the first 2 episodes together.
This guy is a shill. This is a performance. It's nostalgia bait. The message, go see Revenge of the Sith in theaters, which will fund more Disney Star Wars. So I called it out. I've always supported Hayden back when the Crybabies hated him over 20 years ago, but now he's deep-throating Disney nostalgia merch. He's a Disney shill. He will be the face of Disney Star Wars going forward because they don't have anything else to offer. And I wanted to let everyone know not to be fooled. This wasn't a re-release, it was a Disney Star Wars charity event. People were big mad. 76.5% like ratio. That's much lower than the typical 95%. Everyone in the comments with their excuses. I never saw the movie in theaters. I want to take my kids. It's all nonsense. We are here to avenge Star Wars. Not fund Disney by seeing a movie we've seen 50 times. That takes us to the retarded NPC comment Frozen McNuggets.
Maybe, just maybe, fans want good Star Wars, Melvin. Pull your head out of your ass already.
Of course people like Revenge of the Sith, George Lucas Star Wars. He's stating the obvious. That's an excuse for Hayden Christensen being a sellout and paying Disney for nostalgia bait? The comment is nonsensical, but you can tell he's triggered. He says, pull my head out of my ass. So, like I do with a lot of people, I responded. Ray lover.
I hate Way. The Disney squirrels can suck my dick.
It's my favorite go-to response for all these crybabies, because at the end of the day, that's what they are. You have your straight-up leftist SJW shills, They're open about loving fake Star Wars, but a lot of the comments I get are from the very vast middle group. I've broken this down in a video. They only like about 20% of Disney Star Wars. Some even less. But they hate me. They hate denouncing Disney canon. They hate avenging Star Wars. You're either with us or against us, and if you're not in support of real Star Wars, you want to derail the movement or defend Disney canon, you're a Disney lover, a Rey lover. And the responses to Rey lover are so predictable. It happens on nearly all of them. They have to tell you, I hate Rey. I don't like Rey. As soon as I get that direct response, I know I got them. And I continue to use that over and over and trigger them.
Rey Palpatine is an awful character. If you knew what my feelings were towards the Dizquils, you would know that. Yes, that's what I'm calling those films now.
Last I checked, in Disney canon, she's a Skywalker. Your ticket will help fund her movie, LOL. On one end, it triggers the shills to not give her the proper Disney name. It's just another way of fake fans coping. To twist Disney canon to their liking, justifying Rey's existence? She's not a Skywalker, she's a Palpatine. No, she's neither. She's a non-canon character. I prefer to use the Disney name because I don't want people like this to hide from the canon they defend. They need to embrace it. I've already talked more to this guy than most of the crybabies in my chat. Disclaimers, I don't like Disney, I like the EU, then the biggest cope in the Star Wars fandom.
Disney's canon means jack shit to me. The majority of what they do is just crap fan fiction. Meanwhile, I've been watching videos from the Force Unleashed games as of late because they're freaking good. By the way, the Rey movie was completely memory holed at Star Wars Celebration Japan. George Lucas's word is greater than Disney's. Try making fun of that, Melvin.
I had to respond to this. Then why are you so big mad? Majority LOL. Hashtag Disney lover. Her movie is coming. Hashtag Shill cope. I can't wait to see you cry about your precious Disney Star Wars being ruined. This is an anti-Disney Star Wars channel. You claim to not like Disney. Why the anger in the comments? And it's not just him. You can ask it to all of them. And the answer is they are certified Rey-loving Disney boys. That's why I get under their skin so badly. All their disclaimers, it's nonsense. They are in the closet about liking Rey and Disney Star Wars. This guy's clearly one of those I hate the sequels guys, but jerks off Mando and Andor. I had to say this because there is a group that is growing in numbers called the Rey Infidels. They believe Rey is gone from Disney canon. She's not returning. They are not believers of Rey. And when the Charmin Obaid-Chinoy Rey movie continues to make headlines about how it's being delayed, being shelved, people take that and run with it, and they act like this is a sign that Rey is never returning to Disney Star Wars, and on top of that is being wiped from the canon. Which means that Disney Star Wars is saved and Dave Filoni is going to cook. Absolutely delusional. I'm leading a movement to avenge Star Wars, and it's really hard to avenge Star Wars when there's a lot of people that have issues with Disney Star Wars and would be on our side, but they believe Disney Star Wars isn't as bad as it really is. If they knew 100% in their minds that Rey is the future, maybe they'd embrace the dark side and cancel their Communist Plus.
Why wasn't it mentioned at Celebration then? And just a note, I want Lucas's story preserved, not Disney's twisted version, like with the Acolyte.
Disney Lucasfilm is dysfunctional. Rey isn't going to disappear because she ruins your precious Filoni canon. No evidence your girlfriend is canceled and never returning. Good job preserving George's vision by funding Disney with your movie ticket, then coming to this video, calling it out to cry your eyes out? The Sexplain channel is waiting for you, hashtag fake fan.
Dude, really? I hate Sexplain. Filoni's lost a shitload of respect for me. I don't have a girlfriend, and I can do whatever I want with my money. Also, your video showed up in my feed. I've since removed your channel from it because you're retarded.
It's my take that the Revenge of the Sith re-release was a Disney Star Wars charity event. I know other nights went and saw it. I said my take. Hopefully some listened. If you saw it, I'm not going to make a big deal about it. I'm not going to throw you off the channel. No one is perfect. But this guy saw the movie, saw this video, and was so triggered, he unsubscribed and called me retarded. And now he is in the beginning stages of a Star Wars meltdown. There's 3 ways you can approach this as an anti-Disney Star Wars fan. Not see the movie, have a Star Wars meltdown, and rage unsubscribe from a channel for asking people to not fund Disney Star Wars. I just think the latter is a clear indication that you are a full-on Disney lover. This channel shouldn't generate so much emotions, making you want to defend Disney Star Wars, something you claim to dislike.
Sexplain sucks ass. Filoni's lost a ton of respect for me. I can do what I want with my money. I follow channels like WDW Pro, Valiant Renegade, Geeks and Gamers, who are all more credible than you, and I'm single and I've always been single.
McNuggets boy taking L after L. Have fun with the Mando and Grogu movie.
Yeah, right. Try going up against the Geeks and Gamers crew. I'm not at all a Rey lover. You weak beasts don't want to acknowledge that because it doesn't fit your argument. I'm a Jenny Wakeman XJ9 lover. She's way better and more likable than Rey.
So you admit to being a robosexual with a fake wife like J.I.A. Cup? You're a robot-attracted person.
Jenny's just a good character. Just wait until tonight, dude, when I call your dumbasses out on Geeks and Gamers. Something tells me you'll lose all of your credibility.
At this point, we're definitely dealing with a legit retard. He's going to cry to other YouTubers about me, hoping that they reprimand me, put me in my place. That is more embarrassing than crying to his mommy about me.
I go for the classic shit. You don't dictate how I spend my money. Try arguing that with Ryan Kennel and Jeremy Griggs, retard.
It's so sad you keep bringing up other YouTubers. The ironic thing is they despise you if they knew how much of an SJW you are. Frozen McNuggets was so triggered he went to his community post to cry.
Hashtag I stand with Gina Carano. Just to piss off Knights of Melvin for calling me a Ray boy.
Hashtag Ray boy, hashtag Big Mad.
I have a Cara Dune blowing Ray's head off. So much for the Ray boy claim, retard. I'm actually laughing at you for how stupid you are.
I have a ton of evidence proving you love Ray hard. Video coming soon, hashtag Ray lover.
Yeah, no, you don't. Go for it, dude. I can make a video and respond to you. All you're doing is giving me more power. Even acknowledging me means that I won.
At Frozen McNuggets, you won't be able to debunk the info I have. Hashtag Ray lover.
Go through my channel and see what I have. Then, spoiler, you'll mainly see classic Nickelodeon shit these days.
If you think deleting evidence will save you, it's too late. Soon, Ray boy, you will be exposed for the hashtag Ray lover you are.
I deleted 0 evidence because it wasn't even fucking there. I'm just laughing at your stupidity. You're just mad that I put you on blast for Star Wars fans having fun at an actual Star Wars experience.
Hashtag Ray lover, hashtag Big Mad.
Your accusations suck harder than your mom last night, Melvin.
Oh man, the receipts I found. Hashtag soon, hashtag Ray lover exposed.
I'm just gonna sit back and laugh at your retarded ass.
Soon, Ray lover.
Again, I'm gonna be laughing at your dumb ass.
Crying. Hashtag Ray lover, Big Mad.
Yeah, no, I've learned from Jeremy at Geeks and Gamers for close to a decade. Part of who I am is to tell people like you to fuck off.
I think you might love him more than Ray.
Jeremy's more credible than you. He also hates Ray and has called out Kennedy Film for pushing her several times these days.
You just love him, like Ray.
He would mop the floor with Ray Palpatine because he has common sense.
You're madly in love with him. You've been crying for a long time. You should calm down and watch your favorite movie, The Force Awakens.
My favorite movie is Episode 3. Get your facts right.
You sure about that? Mwahahaha! Hashtag I got all the evidence.
You're mentally unwell, bro.
Hashtag triggered Ray lover. Hashtag video coming.
Hashtag Discworld Trilogy is not canon.
At first, I'm just having fun. Oh, I'm going to make a video to make him sweat. But it kept escalating. And I did a little research and found some incriminating evidence that he was indeed a Ray lover. The video had to be made. This grew beyond YouTube and went to Twitter. He cried to his 0 followers about me calling him a Ray lover.
Nice job admitting how much of an elitist you are, Knights of Melvin.
Oh, and here's more confirmation he's a Disney lover. He loves Rogue One.
Newsflash, the only Disney Star Wars movie I've watched multiple times post-2019 is Rogue One. It was a good film, filling the plot hole of the Death Star exhaust port for the normies to see. It enhanced the New Hope and all the main characters in the film fucking died. Sit the fuck down. Fake fan my ass. Arguing with idiots is like playing chess with a pigeon. No matter how good you are, the bird is going to sit on the board and strut around like it won anyway. Previously shared by Gina Carano, my pretend girlfriend.
McNuggets was triggered. Living rent-free, he posted RK Outpost video about Revenge of the Sith, trying to throw Ryan under the bus to save his sorry ass, to shield himself from being called a Ray lover.
At Knights of Melvin, at Star Trigger 25, at Airlock Open. Is Ryan Kittle a Ray lover now too? He loves Episode 3 and is happy this film is getting praise in its re-release. Fake keepers, these movies still have fucking fantastic dicks, even despite Disney shit.
At this point, I had my bombshell information. I was waiting to make the video, but I couldn't help myself. I replied, exposing him as a Ray lover.
I'll definitely say this. The sequel Star Wars trilogy is not my favorite Star Wars trilogy, but it's still fine for me. Hashtag The Force Awakens is currently my favorite Star Wars movie. I do though agree with Ed Hamill himself that Luke should have been the one to fend off Kylo Ren on Starkiller Base after seeing him kill Han. I hated how at Ryan C. Johnson lashed out at all the fans for simply voicing their opinions on The Last Jedi, and then flat out lying about it. Yes, even I have called him out on it too. I currently see the film as a guilty pleasure for me. It's such an atrocity, it's hilarious. By the way, I do appreciate JJ coming out and saying that he hated it, so that makes me more excited for Episode 9, along with connecting the whole saga. I'll say this to Mr. J.J. Abrams official. If hashtag The Rise of Skywalker successfully connects all 9 films, including George Lucas' prequel and original trilogies, then I'll be like Mufasa voice, well done, JJ, we are one.
Then he started to quote tweet rage everything I said.
Dated April 2019, dude. This was before The Rise of Skywalker came out. My first 3 words after seeing the film were, fuck this movie. Someone pointed out that you're a grown-ass man going out of your way to make fun of people like me. You're a pathetic excuse of a gatekeeper. I'm just laughing at your pathetic attempts, Melvin. I'm basically Palpatine. OG Saga Palpatine, that is.
You like The Last Jedi too, hashtag Rayboy.
This weekend marks the 1-year anniversary of what many have considered to be the biggest disaster in the history of Star Wars, Episode 8, The Last Jedi. I have no idea of the fan backlash until I found this YouTube channel called World Class Bullshitters that really opened my eyes to the hypocrisy of Lucasfilm under the wing of President Kathleen Kennedy, or as many people have called her, Cray Cray KK. Personally, I did enjoy the film.
I did enjoy the film.
For those who want to insult me and call me a shill, I just want to say I just have unpopular opinions, and it's why I don't say stuff like that half the time. But I will say it is my least favorite Star Wars film, and my number one favorite still goes to The Force Awakens. I do hope Episode 9 will surpass Episode 8 at the box office next year, and maybe if people love it, possibly even 7. You already used that shit. I'm just laughing at your bitch ass. If I'm a Ray boy, then why do I support Trump?
Ray Lover. Was this movie good? I was scared it wouldn't have been like the old ones.
Yes, it was. It pays tribute to the original trilogy.
Fiction can be fun.
Melvin, I'm just having a fucking field day trolling the living shit out of you. Every time you throw something like this at me, I'm just pointing and laughing at you like Epic Mike.
Hashtag quote tweet rage.
Yeah, I'm actually laughing at you. You think you have power over me, but you don't. Your overconfidence is your weakness. Fuck you, Melvin.
TikTok counting down the day the video is released that exposes him as a Ray Lover.
At least I actually go outside and enjoy the fresh air. You literally have no life except for bullying people like this.
How about you enjoy working? Hashtag unemployed, hashtag Ray Lover.
I do work. I help my grandmother with yard work, and I'm making money on YouTube. I make $15 an hour, by the way.
That's not a real job. Hashtag sad Ray Lover. The whole time he's getting exposed and claims to be laughing at me, I'm such a joke. He's having fun laughing at me. Yet, before any of the Twitter interactions, Frozen McNuggets reported my channel to YouTube. He was so triggered he had to silence me like an SJW.
At Team YouTube, can you just ban this person, please? They're going out of their way to harass me. Just go to my most recent posts on my channel. You'll find your comments there.
Frozen McNuggets is a complete fake victim. Numerous of times he has tagged myself and other members of the Gatekeepers Alliance to talk shit, and then when we respond, that's when he cries and wants to report the channels for harassment. You're not being harassed when you're an instigator. You're just a giant pussy.
Just wait until you get called out by me on Geeks and Gamers tomorrow, Melvin. Then we'll see how tough you think you are. I'm sending them a super chat.
He's married, bro. Hashtag Ray Lover.
Reminder about the Ray Lover insult. Newsflash, Melvin, I'm a Trump supporter. I highly doubt a Ray boy would support Orange Man bad. Know who would vilify me for that? Sexplain, KK Katarn, Eric Voss, Grace Randolph.
This is like the Phantom Menace. Battles everywhere, Twitter, YouTube comments, community tab, Instagram.
Frozen Nuggets with a $20. Jeremy, I would love to talk to you privately on Discord about this. Knights of Melvin is well, okay. Melvin is harassing me just for calling him out, calling out on his Revenge of the Sith 20th. I know, I got it. I'll figure it out. Revenge of the Sith 20th video claiming it's just a Disney charity event. I'll email you pics tonight at 7.
Hey, he's gonna email pics tonight.
He's tattling. All right, we will save this. We will save this for Jeremy McFrozen Nuggets. Thank you for the $20.
McNuggets made the super chat on the Geeks and Gamers stream, hoping the panel would roast me. They didn't care and saw it for what it was. A grown man crying his eyes out and tattling. They saved the super chat for Jeremy, and the plan to destroy Darth Melvin completely blew up in the Ray Lover's face.
McFrozen Nuggets with a $20. Jeremy, I'd love to talk to you privately on Discord about this. Knights of Melvin is harassing me just for calling him out on his Revenge of the Sith 20th video, claiming it's just a Disney charity event. I'll email you pics tonight at 7.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry that's happening to you, but it has nothing to do with me. I don't know Knights of Melvin. So outside of the fact that he probably is memeing anyway, Knights of Melvin would probably call me a Disney shill at some point in time. It's what Knights of Melvin does. Everybody's a Disney shill to Knights of Melvin at some point in time, but I like Knights of Melvin. I've never had a bad experience with him, but yeah, I would just, not interact with him if he's bothering you.
Yeah.
Jeremy, Beardo called me gay. He read a super chat calling me gay twice today, and I'll send you an email about it.
Okay.
Okay. I made a bad video, and now a bunch of my followers on Twitter are calling me super shit, and I don't know how I can ever go on with my life. They're calling me
Send
super
Jeremy
shit.
an email.
Look. In all seriousness, Frozen Nuggets been following a long time, and I appreciate the super
Just
chat,
joking,
but
man. Just
it really has. It has nothing to do with me. And I would just say don't interact with anyone that's bothering you. That would be the best course of action.
Don't throw pearls to the swine.
Yeah, but I like Knights of Melvin. I think he's fucking funny as hell.
Shill was so triggered, he decided to spread fake news about his giant L, trying to twist it into a more favorable outcome.
Everyone's a Disney shill according to Knights of Melvin, Jeremy Griggs.
Star Wars Marvel purists, nice try, let's use full context here. As always, purist comes with receipts. And afterwards, I went to Twitter to celebrate the victory over the Ray Lover. A Ray Lover had a complete Star Wars meltdown.
It feared the Beardo, so I won't leave things on a bit of a down note for anyone. I'm sorry about earlier. I'm just super passionate about a shitload of things like Star Wars, especially George Lucas's Star Wars, and I'm more than willing to admit I have unpopular opinions regarding Disney Star Wars. I'm also mildly autistic, and often sometimes whenever someone is just memeing or is actively harassing someone, I'm not exactly able to tell. I legit don't know Jeremy liked Melvin. If I knew, I wouldn't have made a big stink in the chat like an idiot. I guess I've just been so used to dealing with online trolls like Jeremy that I forgot to just outright ignore them or even block them. I did send one more super suggesting you all come out to New Hampshire at some point because it's actually very beautiful here.
It's done.
What do you mean? You said it's done! What do you mean?
Your energy level is decreasing with every blow. In fact, you're not even a challenge to me anymore. It wouldn't be fair for me to keep fighting you. I'm satisfied now. Your pride has been torn to shreds. You've challenged and lost to a fighter who is superior to you, and to make it worse,
He's just a gatekeeper.
right? It would be meaningless to fight you now. You're too scared and ashamed. Live with the shock. Keep it bottled up inside you, silently.
Goodbye, McNuggets. You'll always be a Ray lover. Now go jerk off to The Force Awakens.
Frozen McNuggets, the Ray Lover, was completely exposed. My account was blocked, and he took a leave of absence from Twitter. But he came back. And despite the trauma and the advice to stay away from Darth Melvin, stay away from people that are triggering you, he could not help himself.
Learn what happens when you mess with the most powerful being in the universe!
Oh, you fool! Ah!
Coming from the fucking retard who claims everyone is a Disney shill, even Jeremy Griggs.
Hashtag Ray Lover, hashtag video soon.
Still on that, huh? I take everything you say with a grain of salt, you donkey. Also, Molly blocked me for calling her out on this. She and Alex are real Ray stans. Now fuck off, you fat, useless sack of fucking Yankee Doodle shite. Fuck off, will you please? Yeah.
Hashtag Ray Lover.
Hashtag NPC.
Hashtag Ray Lover.
Hashtag NPC.
Hashtag Ray Lover.
Well, you certainly are an arrogant little thing. Fighting a pitiful young punk like you isn't even worth my time.
Gay lovers hugging each other like Andor and Jyn Erso while watching Rogue Diz. You're not Gordon Ramsay, you're Gordon Disney. You pretend to hate Disney to impress YouTubers because you are secretly gay for them. You like Ann Diz, Rogue Diz, and Diz Soka. Rey is also still and will forever be canon to Disney Star Wars. You also love the Dizquils. McNuggets is a fake. He pretends to hate Disney when he actually likes the Dizquils. I shared several screenshots of him begging Team YouTube to terminate channels. It's the same behavior that the shills do. He made an excuse for it and blocked me. He's a coward.
Update. I blocked all the retards who believe their own lies, not because of what they claim I am. It's because they're only exposing themselves as classic bullies. Now whenever they try to claim this as a win, they'll only be fooling themselves. I'll be on the tour bus.
His excuse to report into platform channels is to label them as bullies. He believes this allows him to act like a Disney shill social justice warrior, but not be just as pathetic.
Frozen McNuggets. You were triggered.
At last we will reveal ourselves to the shills. At last we will have revenge.
sure we'll avenge it.
The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.